Many of you may have already seen the heated exchange that took place in the Oval Office between US President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. This confrontation has sparked a divide across the globe, especially between the US and Ukraine, with figures like Reform UK's Nigel Farage and Rupert Lowe recently breaking their silence on the matter. Nigel Farage, in particular, took to X to share his thoughts on the incident, stating, "The spat in the White House last night is regrettable and will make Putin feel like the winner. But this is far from the end of the story. A peace deal is essential, and Ukraine needs the right security guarantees." Farage's words underscore the importance of finding a resolution, even amidst the ongoing tension. He's emphasizing the need for peace and strategic security measures that can stabilize the situation in Ukraine, which has been ravaged by conflict for years. The international community's support is crucial, but so too is a firm stance on protecting Ukraine's sovereignty. The dialogue surrounding this issue should be aimed at finding solutions, not further division. Similarly, Rupert Lowe from Reform UK also took to X to express his views. Lowe felt that the conversation between Trump, Vance, and Zelensky should not have unfolded in front of the cameras. He tweeted, "That is not a conversation that needed to happen in front of the cameras. This helps nobody in the West." Lowe's frustration highlights the delicate nature of such discussions and the potential for diplomatic incidents when sensitive matters are exposed to the public eye. It's clear that the conversation, although necessary, may have been better handled behind closed doors, as open conflict like this often plays into the hands of adversaries, particularly Russian President Vladimir Putin. Lowe also pointed out something that many have been echoing for months: the growing need for the United Kingdom to bolster its own defense capabilities. He wrote, "It is clear that Britain needs a far stronger, far bigger, and far more powerful military. Our armed forces have been neglected for too long, and that must now change." These words resonate with the growing concern in many Western countries, as defense spending and military readiness have become central to national security discussions. The threats posed by Russia, as well as emerging global tensions, demand that the UK, along with other nations, reassess their defense strategies and capabilities. The UK's military has long faced cuts, with some arguing that it no longer holds the same power it once did on the global stage. However, as the international landscape grows increasingly unpredictable, the necessity for a strong and well-equipped military is more apparent than ever. It's not just about responding to immediate threats, but also about preparing for unforeseen challenges. The geopolitical climate has shifted, and the UK must now ensure that it's ready to protect its interests and those of its allies. Do you also agree that the United Kingdom should focus more on strengthening its defense? If you believe that defense is a priority that can no longer be overlooked, like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. The debate on military spending, security guarantees, and international cooperation is ongoing. However, it's clear that the conversation is becoming more urgent as tensions between major powers like the US, Russia, and Ukraine continue to escalate. The UK, like many Western nations, has been walking a fine line between maintaining peace and preparing for potential conflict. And the question remains, how far are countries willing to go to ensure their own security without risking further instability? Should the world focus more on conflict resolution or military preparedness? These are the complex questions that we must grapple with in the face of ever-changing global dynamics. As tensions mount, it is clear that leaders like Farage and Lowe are calling for a strategic approach, one that emphasizes peace, but also the importance of being prepared. In the end, the world cannot afford to ignore the growing need for robust defense strategies and diplomatic efforts. The balance between diplomacy and military power will shape the future of international relations for years to come. Let us know your thoughts on this crucial issue. Do you believe the UK and other nations need to act now to reinforce their defenses? Or should the focus remain solely on resolving conflicts peacefully? Share your views below.